What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching Car Inside. It's a new week here on iRacing. That means it's time for another qualifying breakdown. But typically see me do the C-Fix stuff in the truck series. But I got something special lined up here. Got a good friend of mine that I reach out to. Told him to lay down a hot lap in the Xfinity car for Watkins Glen. Seems like Watkins Glen is one of the more popular series for the top three NASCAR series. So it gets a lot of the biggest drawback whenever the NASCAR series go to road courses. So I wanted to get something out there, something kind of special throughout the Xfinity car. Something I find a lot of fun driving these cars on particular road tracks. So I feel like it'd get a pretty good turnout. So we got John doing a breakdown for us this week. You can check him out over at Twitch and right here on YouTube at JKay Gaming. John, you want to spell that for him?
Yeah, JKayGaming. JK Gaming.
John is a much better road racer than we are, so he could turn a much better hot lap than we than I can. He could turn a lap that's 1 minute 13 seconds, just a little over. It's about a second, maybe a little over a second off of a pro lap. So it's a very good, very solid lap time. As I say a lot, it may not be the fastest lap that you see, but hopefully it will be the most relatable and the most helpful lap you see. So John laid down a pretty solid lap. I think it's going to be a very good reference point for you guys to where you can watch what he's doing and learn from it and carry it over and use it this week whenever the Xfinity cars and maybe even some stuff will translate to the Cup car, but you can use it this week for Watkins Glen. But enjoy the week. I'm going to turn everything over to John. Be sure to hit up Car Inside if you haven't already liked and subscribed. Go ahead, do that, and be sure to check out JKay Gaming over on Twitch and right here on YouTube. And when you do, be sure to tell him who sent you and where you seen him. John, floor is yours.
All right, so Watkins Glen, much better in the truck here than I am in the Xfinity car. I've not really turned many laps in it, but there are a lot of similarities. I'm kind of much like Nathan. I'm kind of sad that the trucks aren't at Watkins Glen. I was getting pretty good in those, but the one big thing to keep in mind is on your outlap, take care of your tires. Make sure you don't get them too hot and slide them around a bunch, because then that's just going to take away from your hot lap, because once the tires get hot, it's really hard to cool them off, and that's when you'll find yourself slipping and sliding even more. So we're going to start here coming into the final corner. Again, just kind of taking it easy. You want to make sure you get a good run out of the corner. One of the biggest things to remember is slow in, fast out. That way you can get a lot of guys on corner exit, but it also helps you carry your momentum better into the next corner. So we'll get this thing started here into the corner, nice and easy. Easy on the throttle. You don't want to mash your pedals. You want to be nice and smooth on them, just like with the steering wheel. Nice smooth inputs. Looking for the light right there, and then braking and downshifting to second. Get it turned into turn one. You can go on the rumble strips. I like to go on the rumble strips. I find a little bit of extra grip there, and then nice and easy through the S's on the throttle. If you give yourself too much throttle through here, you are going to spin yourself out. The car gets really light through there. And then again, just nice and smooth through this last little right-hand bend. Use as much of the track as you can. Obviously, if you dip both wheels off, you'll get an X. You'll start braking at about the 450 meter marker going in there, and then I downshift at the white line going into the bus stop, and then again, nice and smooth on the throttle in third gear through the bus stop, and then through the big curve, and then again, using all the track. You're not going to get an X running wide there. And then looking for the white signs right there on the guardrail, downshifting to third, nice and easy into the left-hander, a little bit of gas to help get the car turned, and then again, nice and smooth, trying not to slide the tires, and then hard on the gas out of the corner to the start-finish line for a 1:13.673. And again, the big things to keep in mind on your outlap, don't get the tires hot by sliding them around and spinning them coming out of the corner. That's why you want to be easy on the gas. I slid it a little bit coming into turn one. I didn't get it woed up all the way, but you're looking for this light right here in turn one. That's where you want to start braking. As you can see, I'm a little early on the brakes, but you want to downshift twice, kind of at the different meter boards, down to third at 300, and then down to second at 200 or 150, get it turned in, and then soft until you get the car straight. And another big thing to keep in mind is you want to brake and downshift in a straight line. If you start downshifting while you're turning, it kind of gets the car out of shape, and then braking while you're turning, again, you're liable to lock up and go straight. And I find some grip on the rumble strips, and again, you want to make the track as wide as you can at times, and that way you can carry a little bit more speed and momentum. And then up through the S's, nice and smooth on the gas. Again, you don't want to be all herky-jerky with your inputs. You just want to be nice and smooth, keep the car nice and stable. Up to fourth. Use that little cutout to your advantage. It helps you gain some speed. And then I'm messed up. It's the 550 or 500 board is where you want to start braking for the bus stop. I thought it was 500 then 400. That's my mistake. And then for my downshift, I overshot it a little bit. This white line is where I like to try and downshift. It's just a rhythm thing. Once you get into the race, you just want to find a nice rhythm that's going to help you turn fast laps. You can focus on little things throughout the lap to help you remember where to brake and where to downshift and where to start accelerating. Use all the curb through here. Helps keep the car nice and stable, believe it or not. And then this part's really tricky, staying in third, keeping it nice and tight to the curb. As again, you see half throttle, and then finally we're out of it. If you give it too much throttle, the car will start to push, and it'll push you away from the curbing. Up into fourth, and then these white blocks or signs, whatever they are, this is where I start to brake into this last corner. Down to third. Nice and smooth, throttle, turn the car. And then again, same thing, nice and smooth, a little bit of throttle. Kind of missed where I wanted to go, but it ended up working out all right for me. And I think that you guys should be able to find quite a bit of success. It's not the fastest lap in the world, as Nathan said, but it's a nice lap to look back at. Hopefully help you guys out a little bit if you're not road racers, if you are just mainly an oval driver and you're looking to get into the road course side of things in the NASCAR cars, the trucks, the Xfinity cars, the Cup cars. Hopefully this guide can help you guys out a little bit. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe over at JKay Gaming. And if you haven't already, once again, make sure to like and subscribe over here on Car Inside. Nathan's a great guy, and big thank you to him for reaching out and asking me to do this. It's very nerve-wracking. I'm not the greatest qualifier in the world, but a 113.673 should do good things for you guys in these public lobbies. Good luck, and watch out for the bozos going into turn one if you're starting up front.